So what's your secret to freelance writing success? Dude, I get all my biggest jobs from Upwork. It's fantastic. And there's like 2 or 3 other job boards that I just crush it on. Wait. I thought that wasn't a good place to get jobs. Oh no, it's fantastic. I've got this email template that I just copy and paste on all my proposals. So you don't personalize it at all? Nope. And the very first job I got was for $10,477. That doesn't sound right. Yeah, I've never even had to send any follow-ups or anything. First pitch, first job, every single time. Now you're just lying. Nope, nuh-uh. And it's kind of weird. I haven't even had to do any marketing since that first job. They just keep rolling on in through word of mouth. It's awesome. That's false. You've never actually tried freelance writing, have you? Okay, I mean, a friend of mine is a freelancer, and this is how they do it. I'm pretty sure. Have you ever actually met this friend? I mean, you know, I watch him on YouTube. You're one of those people that always trusts everything you see on the internet, aren't you? You're hopeless. But the good news is you. Yes, you. I'm looking at you right there in the TV screen. You are not hopeless. In fact, the easiest way to get freelance writing work that you can successfully turn into a lifestyle business is not to make all of the mistakes that my friend here just made. And in today's video, I'm going to give you the top 10 biggest mistakes most freelance writers make. And if you can avoid these, and trust me, it's not that hard to avoid them, you will not only have a successful lifestyle business, you'll have money coming in on a regular basis, and you're generally gonna live a happier life where you're able to do more of the things you love to do. My name is Sean Ogle. I'm the founder of this thing here at Location Rebel, where we do just that. We teach you how to build small businesses you can run from anywhere in the world and spend more time doing the stuff you love. So if you want to see the biggest freelance writing mistakes out there right now that most people make, that if you don't make, you're going to be way ahead of the game, then stay tuned. That's what we're talking about in today's video. All right, number 10 on our list of top 10 biggest freelance writing mistakes is spending too much time on Upwork and other job boards. Most freelance writers, especially early on, they think that that's where they're going to get work. The reality is they're saturated, they're low paying, there's a ton of competition, and the quality of jobs just isn't as high as you're going to get elsewhere. So I'm not gonna lie, you might get the occasional job on Upwork or a similar site, but that is not how you're going to make a full-time career, let alone a lucrative career out of freelance writing. There are much better ways, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. Mistake number 9, not keeping track of your outreach. As you're going out and you are sending pitches and you are sending letters of introductions to potential clients, what most people do is they'll kind of find a few email addresses, they'll send a few emails, and then never do anything else with it. And the mistake they're making is not tracking it, not having a spreadsheet so you can see every single person you've reached out to. You can see all their contact information in one place. And most importantly, you can see when the last time you emailed them was, so that if you haven't heard from them in a week, you can follow up. If you haven't heard from them again, a week later, you can follow up again. Following up is huge, and most people don't do it, usually because they haven't done a good job of keeping track of the people they have reached out to. I don't need outreach. I keep track of it all right up here in my head. Mistake number 8, charging too little. I get it. You're a freelancer, you're a new entrepreneur, the thought of sales scares you. You hate sales, you hate asking for money, you just want to have good relationships with people. But if you don't ask for what you're worth, eventually you're gonna regret it. You're gonna have that awkward conversation months down the line when you're working your butt off and you're not getting paid what you're worth. And then you have to ask and say like, hey, can I get a little bit more money? And that's a tough conversation to have. So out of the gate, charge what you're worth, and be real with yourself about what you are worth. If you're a brand new freelancer, then charging $250 an hour, probably not realistic. So just be self-aware of where you're at, where your skills are at, and then as you get better, don't be afraid to then raise your rates. But make sure out of the gate, you're not pricing yourself too low just because you're afraid of sales. People that charge too little. I get paid. I charge too much, but people pay it because they know I'm worth it. Sorry, hold up. Just to clarify, was that you or your friend? What? I mean, yeah, my friend that's the freelance writer on YouTube. That's mistake number 7. Not making friends with other freelancers. Do you know what one of the best places to get freelance writing work is? from your friends and from other freelancers, people that have too much work on their plate and they're like, hey, I need to give this to somebody, who do I give it to? And if you're not friends with that person, then guess what? You're not gonna get that work. So I highly suggest you find a community of other writers. Maybe it's multiple other writers. It could be a community like Location Rebel Academy, it could be a Facebook group, it could be something else, it could just be getting to know people on Twitter. I don't care. But network, socialize, and build friends with other freelancers, because I promise you that is not only going to be one of the best places for work, but when you've got too much work later on down the line, you're gonna have high quality people that you can give the work to, which is gonna make your clients happy. And if you do it right, you might also make a few bucks in the process. Have you ever been filming a top 10 video and you forgot one of the 10 points? Yeah. Me either. Don't know anything about that. Point number 6 is not thinking outside the box. Most freelancers, they follow the same template, they pitch the same people, they go to the same, job boards. You don't want to do that. You want to be a little more creative. How can you build relationships with people on Twitter? How can you build relationships with people on LinkedIn? How can you create a customized proposal and a custom writing sample for the people that you're pitching? Or better yet, how can you create a video specifically for the person you're pitching? Most freelancers aren't doing that, but it's something like that that's going to make you stand out. It's going to make a potential client, at the very least, be more interested in giving you a response, because clearly you put time into that proposal. And sometimes all it takes is 20% more effort to make the difference between getting no jobs and having more jobs than you know what to do with. So think outside the box. What can you do just a little bit different and a little bit better than everybody else? Mistake number 5, making simple things complicated. Your writing samples, your niche, your website. All of these need to be super basic. You don't have to go overboard with anything, but new freelancers often spend so much time agonizing about what samples to write and what niche they should be in and how to build a website and all of these things that just really don't matter that much. Yes, they're important, but they're not as important as you think they are. They're generally pretty simple. If you don't have a niche, don't worry, you can be a generalist. If you don't have a writing sample, write something. Anything. That is your sample. If you've spent days agonizing over your website, forget about the website for a little bit. It's helpful, but it's not the be-all, end-all. Don't take simple things and make them complicated and use that as an excuse to not take action. Don't worry. I get it. Simple. Keep everything simple. We keep everything easy. That's how you do it. I got you. Mistake number 4, not creating content. Every single freelance job I have gotten in my life has been because somebody found me through content I created. Whether they found me on Location Rebel, whether they found me on Breaking 80 for golf copywriting and marketing, whether they found me on my cocktail site, Slightly Pretentious, for guest posts in the cocktail industry. All of my freelance jobs have come because I created content around my industry and around things that I like. A lot of freelancers, they don't really think about doing that. What you don't realize is every single piece of content you create, that is a sample. That is a portfolio piece. That is a resume builder. And the more you write and the more you put it out there, the better idea people are going to get of what your strengths are, what your personality is like, and what you would be like to work with as a freelancer. Not to mention, every single person that sees that piece of content is a potential client for you. So don't be afraid to create content. Create content on social media. Create content on your freelance writing website. Have a little blog. Create content via email for your email list. Always be creating, even if you don't consider yourself a creator. No, don't worry. I got the whole content creation part down. You should see my Tinder profile. Got that on lock. We're good. All right, mistake number 3. Now we are getting into some of the heavy hitters, and this is a big one. It is not marketing your business. When freelancers come to me and they're like, Sean, freelance writing doesn't work. I can't get any jobs no matter what I do. First thing I say is, how are you marketing your business? How many pitch emails did you send? How many letters of introduction have you sent in the last week? And usually they'll be like, well, I've been busy on my website, and so I haven't actually sent any. And then I'll say, well, there's your problem. You're not marketing your business. Just because you're a freelancer, you are still a business. You still have to market it. And the best way to do that is through cold email outreach. Like I said earlier, job boards, Upwork, that is not the right way to get work. The best way to do it is through cold email outreach. And the way you do that is you go to Google, you search for things like digital marketing agency, SEO agency, marketing agency Seattle, marketing agency New York. There is an unlimited number of things you can search for like that. Make a spreadsheet of all the contacts, the name of the agency, the person you're trying to reach out to, their email address, and then a contacted date in that spreadsheet. Go down the list and send personalized emails to every single person. That is how you build relationships, that is how you build outreach, and that is how you get jobs. Number 2, we touched on this with point number 9, but it is its own thing and we need to address it again, and that is, if you're paying attention, you probably know, not following up. Do you know how many emails I get on a daily basis? Dozens, if not 100 plus emails, especially cold emails. You know, the person you're emailing, they weren't necessarily looking for you. You were just kind of showing up and being like, hey, guess what? I'm a writer. Do you need writing work? I'd love to work with you. So that's, unless they are very actively searching for a writer, that may not be the top of their priority list. And you know what? If you don't send a follow-up, then not only are you not going to get a job from them, you're not going to have a relationship with them, which could lead to more jobs down the line. So always follow up. That's why it's so important to have a spreadsheet and to track all of your follow-ups. So you can see, oh, I've got these 30 people I've reached out to that I haven't heard back from that I need to follow up with. If you do just that one thing, if this is the only thing you take from this video that you should follow up more, then I promise you, you will get more writing work and you will be in a much better position. Like I said, I don't need to follow up because I've gotten every job on the first one. So I'm that good. So I don't need to follow up. And finally, the number one biggest mistake most freelance writers make. This is the reason most people fail at freelancing, and it is not personalizing your pitches. Do you know how many mail merge, template, copy and paste, hello sir, can I write for your website emails I've gotten in my life in the last 4 days? A lot. And if you do that, you're gonna fail. And not only you're gonna fail, you're gonna piss people off in the process, like me, because I've gotten thousands of those emails that have wasted my time over the years. But fortunately for you, since most people don't do that, there is a huge opportunity for you as a successful freelance writer to go above and beyond and to surprise that potential client with, something thoughtful. So take the time, do a little bit of research about the agency, about the person, about the business you're reaching out to. Figure out some of the things they do, some of the things you're interested in, some of the commonalities that you share with them, and include that in your personalized email pitch or letter of introduction. If you're not sure what the difference between a pitch and an introduction is, we've got links below to videos about both of those things. And don't automate the follow-up. Send a personalized, thoughtful follow-up as well. People can see through this when you automate and do the template and you get the same follow-up email from them 7 times. Watch my worst pitches video. You can see why I'm a little salty and where this rant comes from. But my point is, be personable. Build a relationship. Build rapport with the people you're working with, because much more so than skill, people want to work with people that they like and people that they trust. No, but for real though, my template is really good. I don't need to personalize because my template, it's on lock. So got that covered. Don't worry. So go forth. Don't make any more writing mistakes, and if you want help with your freelance writing, fortunately for you, I've got a whole freelance writing guide that we have put together along with a 6-day course that walks you through exactly how to get going with building a freelance writing business the right way. locationrebel.com/FWG. The link is in the description below. Make sure to go check that out. I think it's one of the best resources out there for new freelance writers. My name is Sean Ogle. I'm the founder of Location Rebel, where we teach you how to build small businesses you can run from anywhere in the world and spend more time doing the stuff you love, because that's what this is all about, isn't it? At least I think it is. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a fantastic day, but I really hope you stop making stupid freelance writing mistakes, because these are all avoidable things that I think you can just do better with. So do that. Do better. I'll see you on the next video. Peace. Bro, I'm telling you, freelance writing is where it's at. It's the easiest way to make money online. It's like, just watch the sweet, sweet dollars. They're rolling in. They're just rolling in. I don't even have to do the writing work. Like, they just pay me and I don't do it. And then they send emails and I just don't respond to them, but I keep making the money because they pay me 50% up front. So I don't get 100% of the money, but I get 50% of the money and I don't have to do all the work. So 100% to do 100% of the work, that's fine, but 50% of the money doing 0% of the work, I mean, like, that's passive income right there. Boom. That's why freelance writing is where it's at. This is how you make money. Boom. If I ever find out that any of you fine folks that are part of our YouTube channel here at Location Rebel, if I ever find out that any of you are acting like fake Sean over here, then I will hunt you down. Don't ever be that guy or girl or person. Just